you spawn and kill a pig. Turns out it's fun, so you kill 13 more, which is such a peasantish number. You see, ever since I saw this video right here, I've realized that the only way to cement your name in the community is to do something incredibly pointless with a massive number attached to it. So we're gonna kill 1,000,000 pigs. 1,000,000. That's at least double my subscriber count, which means we might need some sort of a plan. Well, if you saw my last video, you would know that we went back and got tons of illegal items, bedrock and portal frames, petrified oak slabs, all in survival Minecraft without using cheats, without using commands, never once going into creative mode. And from that, we've also got some mob spawners. Now what I didn't tell you is that I managed to grab a little bit more than these few stacks. My friends, it is time to kill 1,000,000 pigs. Now, in order to make this massively overpowered pig farm, we're going to need quite a few things. So I'm here in a creative testing world where I've thrown together a bit of a design that I think I'm going to build in my survival world. I call this the Pig Pusher 7000. Ooh, this part's broken. Now what this does is that these flying machines push the pigs off the grass platform into this water basin and down to their fateful demise. On average, it produces a lot of pigs, quite a lot of pigs. I have too many mob spawners. This is barely like 2 stacks of mob spawners. This isn't really anything at all. And of course, we need to collect and safeguard all these pork chops so we can tell if we've really killed 1,000,000 pigs. Now that leads us to a very important question. That being, how much pork is 1,000,000 pigs? Well, I did some very in-depth research. 27 pork chops from 12 pigs. Do a bit of speedy math and that turns out to be about 2 pork chops per pig, which means 2,000,000 items. I need a wood farm. I decided to spend a little bit of time chopping trees with an axe just to see how bad it was. If my math had been done correctly, we were going to need over 5 shulker boxes of wood. Foreshadowing, it was not done correctly. After chopping trees for a little bit, I figured there had to be a better way, so I decided to look up a tree farm that I could build. Up until now, things had gone pretty smoothly. However, for the tree farm, I needed slime blocks. And guess who had no slime blocks? Me. So I flew out to the nearest swamp to find some. Here, I would spend the next several hours trying to find slime blocks, and it's safe to say my mental state was declining. I also found a CG5 song that kind of fit the mood. This next part requires me to do just a little bit of grinding, but I'm sure you already knew that. The tree farm had been built and all I had to do was run it. However, I needed shulker boxes. 2,000 items becomes over 1,100 chests, which means I need over 9,000 logs. Don't check my math on that, please. So I entered the nether to kill some ghasts so I could kill the ender dragon a second time. If you don't know, when you kill the ender dragon a second time, the battle is much harder. So I prepared for the most difficult fight I had ever fought. Just kidding, it's actually exactly the same and really easy. Something really interesting did happen, however. Interesting.
Basically, it was that whole kind of mess. He ended up getting 83,000 per hour squared.
Okay.
So, but I figured it out.
Okay. Ian?
Yeah.
I don't know what it did. It redid all the end portals, or redid all the stuff, and it didn't like the placement of the original ones, I suppose. Now the weird occurrences don't end here. A zombie had broken into my villager housing and turned a lot of them into zombie villagers, which meant I had to go cure them. Once that was finally done, I went back to the end to get some shulker boxes. The last thing I had to do was gather dirt to build a platform for the pigs to spawn on, so I traveled to a far off land to mine dirt. Now, hate me if you want, but I installed a builder's wand to make building these platforms easier. Once that was done, I could finally begin gathering the wood I needed for the chests. I AFK'd for about a day, It turns out I greatly overshot the amount of wood I needed. I know I said I needed 9,000 oak logs at the beginning. Turns out I only needed 2,000. So all of these extra shulkers of wood, I just have them. That is all I need. I don't need any more chests than that. Alright, so now it's time to actually get started on building this pig farm. And as you saw in my design build, we need slime blocks. And remember what we just spent like a long time gathering not that long ago? Slime blocks. So you know what we're gonna do? Slime blocks acquired. Alright, so we're gonna need a couple more things. One of them being observers, trapdoors, pistons, a whole bunch of hoppers, and of course, the slime. Okay, I think finally this whole thing is working as it should be. Look at these pigs, all of them getting pushed to their demise. Look at all this, the amount of pork. Oh my goodness, there's so much. Give me all this back. Oh my goodness. All right, we got to start building an item collector for all this stuff. We're already about 1,000 pork chop. All right. Okay, now this right here should be enough chests to store all the items I need. We're going to do some quick calculations just to prove it. All right, there's 21 stacks times 64. That's 1,344. Now each chest can hold 27 stacks of items. So times 27, that's 36,288. Each stack can hold 64 items. So times 64, we're at 2,322,432 items in these chests. I think that's more than enough. Okay, I don't think the scale of this project really has set in until just now. This is less than a stack of chests. That's about a stack and a half of chests. My goodness. All right, this is gonna be quite interesting to see. Okay, so I've let the pigs run for, I don't know, a couple hours. Like 2. So I guess that still is a couple. Oh, it's full to there though. Oh my. 8 double chests of pork chops. And over here we have another 8 double chests of pork chops. That's 16 double chests. That is 55,000 pork chops in just a couple hours. It's less than 3% of what I need. So we're gonna be here for a little bit. So 20,000 an hour. That's 10 hours of AFK. No, that's 100 hours of AFK. That's actually not that bad. Oh, I'm about to get jumped by these skeletons.
Goodness.
It's a bunch of white dudes with guns. Okay, I think I'm gonna AFK here for overnight, and we'll see how many pigs we have in the morning. One of your questions right now might be, what on earth do I plan to do with 2 million pork chops? Well, you see, there's an interesting creature called a villager. And when I place a smoker next to said villager, When I place a smoker next to said Get over there. When I place a smoker next to said villager, he can trade me emeralds for pork chops. So I got started working on a villager trading hall so I can turn all of this meat into cold hard cash. All right, so these villagers have been breeding for a little while, and get out of the way. Come on. Get out of the way. And yeah, there they go. Haha. Yes. Yes, enter your prison of doom. Little children, come in, you will not escape. Well, okay, they're leaving now, but they'll be trapped in here soon enough. See, so a lot of these villagers are starting to sell me pork, which is exactly what we want. I could make that bigger, but I don't actually do a lot that requires me to have a ton of emeralds. So we might be okay with that, and I can always expand it later if I need to. So now let's see just exactly where we're at in terms of this guy. Around 387,000 pork chop. That is not quite a quarter of the way there, but we're close. At this point, there wasn't much I could do other than wait. I had to sit in this box for tens more hours. Thankfully, Easter break was coming up, and I was going to a friend's house for the long weekend. This was the perfect time to let my computer sit and gather pork chops. My soldiers, the player has gone dormant. Now is the time to strike. We will take over this world, Let us march to his evil empire and destroy him once and for all. Oh, it's nighttime. Oh, no, the pickaxe. Well, everything's still running. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. What is this?
Yeah.
What is this?
Bro's got raids for days.
I need to get some boats.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. What is happening?
You have so many. You better run too.
I'm not. No, I gotta get. I just gotta get some boats.
Like all of them.
My guys, get in the boats.
That's insane.
All of you, get in the boats. All of you, get. Oh my gosh, they're flying.
Why are there?
Boys, get in the boats. Boys, get in the boats. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. What's my render distance? Why are there so many of you?
I'm guessing because of the way that the spawning mechanic works.
Yeah, I just kept spawning them.
He wouldn't despawn because they just stayed in here.
He's floating. He's just vibing in the air. What?
Why? Mark. Whoa.
This is why we don't AFK for 4 days.
Game's done, bro.
So the entire Pillager Armada just decided they wanted a shout out in the middle of my video. So they took a road trip to my house. Editing high tech here, I want to stress that that was legitimately what I came back to after being AFK for 4 days. None of that was staged. We were so close to being finished. Finally, there were no more zombie villagers, weird ender dragon fights, or pillager armies to stop me. The only thing to do now was count to 2 million. Now, you might be wondering what the best way to do something like that is. And it's actually quite simple. You see, every Minecraft world has a statistics tab where you can go and check out all sorts of things. And one of those is picked up items. So if I grab this chest right here and just fill it with pork chops and break it, you'll see that my statistics now show 1,700 pork picked up. I can do the same thing in the survival world to figure out just how much pork I've collected. Now, breaking all of those chests in survival would be a recipe for disaster. See, when you're in creative, it doesn't matter if you don't have space in your inventory, you still pick it up, and it still counts towards your total statistics. So I made a copy of the world and went to creative mode to break all the chests and figure out if we've succeeded. Guys, so I'm at 18,000 pork chops right now, okay? All these chests are full of pork chops.
We're about to see.
I'ma just start punching them.
Oh my gosh. Oh yes.
Oh my goodness. Look at all these pork chops. I think that's it. Moment of truth.
Prediction.
Moment of truth.
I'm gonna say 2.5 mil.
I'm gonna say 2,468,372. Oh no, we can't tell. Wait a minute. Oh no, that's not 10 million.
All right, we got access to game code, boys.
We're going in, boys.
You see those gray pixels right there?
Yep.
Those line up with these numbers.
Those are the
here.
gray pixels of the two.
So I believe that you have 2 million.
2.6 million.
2.6 million.
2.6 million
I was the
pork chops.
closest. I was the closest without going over. If this was a game show, I'd win.
All right, we're here in the stats menu. There it is. 2,643,634. Well, we have done it. All of these chests are full of pork chops. Now, how long did it take, you might ask? Well, we are currently at almost day 1500. And if we go back to this replay recording of when I first started, we are almost at day 900. Therefore, that took us 600 days. So not the most efficient by any means, but like, let's be honest, have you ever seen somebody build a pig farm that looks like this? If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Out, stop, out, I'm leaving, All right, let me eat some bacon. Bacon!